everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. Welcome back to Team Recorder. This week I'm going to be talking about my 5 favourite contemporary pieces for the recorder that actually sound nice. What do I mean by this potentially inflammatory statement? I'm aware that contemporary music kind of has this image of being very difficult and being very heavy and not being very nice to listen to. And while there is a lot of music out there that, even though it's amazing, is very like, there are also a lot of really good quality recorder pieces that actually sound very beautiful. There is so much contemporary music for the recorder. Since the 1960s, there have been more pieces written for our instrument than in all of the centuries before. And unsurprisingly, this music is incredibly diverse. It's impossible to categorize contemporary music just as one little thing. When we think of contemporary music, we often think of this like weird, sharp, atonal, abstract music, and that definitely exists and it has its place, but it was very popular, for example, in the 1950s, 60s, 70s. That's already like a billion years ago. Today there is so much diverse contemporary music being made, and our instrument, the recorder, is capable of so much, both technically and in terms of different sound colours and effects, and I really love to showcase these things when playing pieces of music. I know you, my viewers, really love Baroque music, and I do too. I love the beautiful melodies and the harmonies that make me kind of go like, oh, but I really think that there are lots of contemporary pieces out there that give me that same feeling. So I want to help you get into that today with me by introducing you to some of my favourite pieces. The first piece I'm going to talk about is, in my opinion, one of the best pieces ever written for the recorder. It's called Ostrow by Giorgio Terra, and I think it's from 1991. It's for the alto recorder, and you amplify yourself with reverb, so you're really playing with the space around you. It's really special because it concentrates on the overtones you get from playing an F. All the holes closed, and by using different breath pressures and slight movements of your fingers in combination with circular breathing, you create this whole beautiful sound world. And this piece really goes down well with people who have no experience of the recorder and no experience of classical music, because it sounds like a big kind of ambient, trancey sound cloud. I played this in a concert recently, so I'm going to insert a short clip here. I perform Ostrow in concert a lot, and the experience of the audience afterwards is always like, in a kind of like hypnotized state. The second piece I'm going to talk about is a bit of a cheat because it's originally written for the flute and not for the recorder, but I think it works perfectly on our instrument, and that is Vermont Counterpoint by Steve Reich. Now, Steve Reich is one of the biggest composers of the modern day. He championed the genre of minimalism, which is something that I really love, and this piece is just so much fun. A couple of years ago, I got official permission from the composer to arrange this piece for the recorder, and while it's not yet published in this format, but watch this space, I think it's really, really cool to listen to. It's with a tape where I had to record 157 samples in order to make it. This piece has been such a lot of work to put together, but the result I am so happy with. Again, I'm going to insert a short clip of me performing this. This next piece is one that I actually have not played myself, but I heard it when I was reviewing the CD Tangled Pipes by Consortium 5, who are a British recorder quintet. And this piece is called Burmese Pictures by Brian Inglis, and it's for recorder quintet. Yeah, I don't know, I just found it really beautiful. It's a really beautiful piece of music. It utilises really nice harmonies, the sound colours of the recorders, and I especially like how in the beginning you've kind of got the articulation and the use of key noise to create a bit of a beat. I'm just going to play a very short clip of the audio here, but if you like it, please go and buy Tangled Pipes, the CD. It's on iTunes, so you can go and listen to it right away. Has a bit of a different atmosphere. It's much more kind of like action, and when I first heard it I was like, this is for recorder? It's by the composer Donasha Dennehy and it's called Brat, and it's for alto recorder and tape. I first heard this on the CD Off Limits by Susanna Borsch, and it just grabbed my attention and I had to play it. Eventually I performed this piece for my bachelor final recital. It was a really big challenge because it's technically very challenging. Actually, I don't know if I can still play it. Let's try. And the last piece in my top 5 is by Sang-yoon, and it's called Chinese Pictures. This is actually a work in 4 parts. There are 4 movements, but often the movements are played on tenor, basset, soprano and alto, so there's a bit of something for everyone. And Sang-yoon was really a top quality composer, and these pieces are super beautiful, really descriptive, really programmatic, quite folk music influence, and just very, very beautiful. The third movement, the act with the monkey, is the really virtuosic one, and that's the one that tends to get performed all the time. It's the I played this for my audition in Amsterdam, but a really beautiful one is the Hermit at the Water, which is often performed on the basset recorder. It's almost a bit like Syrinx by Debussy, almost. So those were my top 5 favourite contemporary pieces for the recorder that I think sound beautiful. They each use a lot of different sound colours. Some of them are virtuosic, some of them are more calm and descriptive. If you like these, there are a few pieces that I'd like to make an honourable mention. There is also Kage by Roderick de Man for alto recorder and tape. There is Largo by Guus Janse for solo tenor recorder. There is Außer Atem by Moritz Eggert, where you play 2 recorders and sing at the same time. That's the famous. There is Niddy by Francesco Donatoni for solo tenor recorder or voice flute, and there is Dream by Peter Hannon for solo tenor recorder. I think all of those pieces are also very beautiful. I'm really curious to hear what your favourite contemporary pieces for the recorder are. Was that grammatically correct? I hope these pieces have inspired you to go and listen to some new kinds of music with the recorder. Basically, our instrument is capable of so much, and every time a composer writes a piece for the recorder, I'm so excited to see what we can be pulling out of it. Well, that was it from me from today. Don't forget you can always subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here. Up here I'm going to leave a link to the Team Recorder Patreon where you can choose to support this YouTube channel. And over here is a link to my 5 favourite Baroque pieces. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!